Wrestling world, stop scrolling. Earlier today, Karrion, Kross, and Scarlett was placed on the alumni page on the WWE roster, and he's no longer on the active roster lineup on the website. What does this mean? A, he could be released. And we're just taking it for face value. They released him. He has to do his 90 days and then he'll find a new company to be with. Or B, which is what I think, is a work. They're trying to have the WWE fans that's on the internet see this and think that he is released and they get to play around with the gimmick and play around with a storyline where he's released and then you can bring him back. Kind of how they did Ron the Truth R-Truth or Ron Killings. However, this is interesting because if it really was a contract dispute, you wouldn't have him on the latest pay-per-view, SummerSlam. He lost to Sami Zayn. So it makes me think this is a work because if I'm doing a business and I see a person who's not trying to sign their contract or we do not want him to sign a contract, I just kick him totally off TV. There'll be no matches because he might do something to give him something to propel him to his next company. So in my head, I think it's a work. But it could be a release. You know, he does need a fresh start because he's been kind of stale in the WWE. When he was in NXT, he was the man. That's plain and simple. When his hair was off, then we got called up. Vince had different ideas with him, and that pretty much just put him stagnant. Couldn't move, couldn't do nothing. So in my heart of hearts, I think this is a work. But if it's not and he's released, I wish the best in the future endeavors. If he finds a company, I really want to see this man succeed. Put your answers in the comments below. Smash that like button. And if you like content like this, follow for more. Real ones know.